Hello children. Now in this video we will be discussing about speed, velocity, average speed and average velocity. So the first thing, speed. Speed is the distance covered per unit time and the formula is speed equals to distance upon time. It is the distance which you are covering in unit time. Means in 1 second, 1 minute or 1 hour how much distance you are covering will give the speed of any object. For example, if a car covers 20 meter in 1 minute, that means a car is covering 20 meter in that one particular minute, will be giving its speed, and the SI unit is meter per second. It is a scalar quantity. Now our next topic is velocity. Displacement of a body per unit time is called as velocity. How much a body is displaced in unit time, and the formula is velocity equals to displacement upon time. Its SI unit is same as that of the speed, that is meter per second. But over here speed is a scalar quantity, does not require direction, but velocity is a vector quantity, so it requires the direction. Now let us see over here speed and velocity. Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. I told you speed is given as 10 meter per second suppose. Velocity can be given as 10 meter per second, and you are putting a arrow on top of V. This arrow signifies that this is a vector quantity, and with this you have to give the direction also. Speed, it can never be zero, as your distance will never be zero, so speed will also not be zero, but velocity can be zero. Velocity can also be negative and positive because of the direction can be negative, positive, so velocity can also be negative and positive. Now coming to the average speed. Average speed is the total distance upon total time taken. Suppose you go to a market to buy things, so you will be covering different distances in different time interval. You will be taking pause also, stopping somewhere, again you will start, again you will stop, and again you will start. So the total distance covered, the sum total of that distance upon the sum total of the time will be giving you the average speed, and the formula will be same, that is SI unit meter per second. Now coming to the average velocity. The formula for average velocity is initial velocity plus the final velocity divided by 2. At the start of your journey, the velocity, that is known as the initial velocity, and it is given by u, and the final velocity when you end up your journey, so the final velocity will be given as v. The sum total of the two, that is u plus v divided by 2, will give you the average velocity. Now we will be doing the numericals on this. To the numericals, we have the first one. The odometer of a car reads 2000 km at the start of the trip and 2400 km at the end of the trip. If the trip took 8 hours, calculate the average speed of the car in km per hour and meter per second. See, odometer is the, you can see a meter on the car that gives you the distance covered. So odometer measures the distance of the vehicle. Now at the beginning of the journey it was 2000 km, and at the end it is 24. So how much distance it has covered? 2400 minus 2000, that will give you 400 kilometers. And time, how much time it took? 8 hours. So the average speed you can calculate by dividing distance upon time. So total distance, how much it has covered? 400, and the time is 8. Divide it, you will get 50 km per hour. Now the question says that you have to calculate the answer in km per hour also and meter per second also. So convert the answer in meter per second. It will be, see, it is 50 kilometers per hour. So you convert it, 50 kilometer will be into meter, multiply by 1000, and hours will be 60 into 60. See, cancel this all. You will get the answer when you divide it. 500 divided by 36, answer will be 13.9 meter per second. So the average speed in kilometer per hour is 50 kilometers per hour, and in meter per second 13.9 meter per second. Now let us see the next numerical. A car covers 30 km at a uniform speed of 30 km per hour. What should be its speed for the next 90 km if the average speed for the entire journey is 60 km per hour? Now let us see, if a body moves from here and covers a total journey, see 30 kilometers till here, and the average speed is 30 km per hour. The next 90 km, let it be completing in x kilometer per hour. So what is the total distance covered? Total distance covered is equal to 30 kilometers plus 90 kilometers, that is 120 kilometer. Now we know by the formula of speed equals to distance upon time, we can calculate the total time taken for the journey. See, distance upon speed, what is the distance? 120 kilometer, and what is the average speed for the whole journey? 60 kilometer per hour. So it took 2 hours to complete the whole journey. Now for the first part of the journey, that is for 30 kilometers, what is the time period taken? Time period equals to distance upon speed again. So distance is how much? 30 kilometer, and what is the average speed for this part of the journey? 30 kilometers per hour. So it is 1 hour. For the whole journey it took 2 kilometers. For the first half it took 1 kilometer. So how much time it took for the journey? Next part, that is 90 kilometer, it is 2 hours. It is 1 hour. 2 minus 1, it will be equal to 1 hour. Now we see, we have to find out the average speed for the next half of the journey. So speed equals to distance upon time. 90 kilometers is the distance and 1 hour it took. So the average speed for the second half of the journey is 90 kilometer per hour. Now here are few numericals for you. Please do it. Apply the formula what I have told you accordingly. See, you can take the screenshot of the numericals and try to solve it. In the third numerical, you have been given the average velocity also. You know the distance, the body is moving from A to B and then from B to A, so you can find out the direction also. The distance will remain same from A to B and B to A. Remember that and do it. Okay.